Forward. We've got Subhash Gati as well joining in on the show right now. Subhash, hi, morning. Great to have you on the show. And I'm just looking at the PV numbers in specific because the headline numbers definitely are looking strong. Like my colleague was just flagging off, M&M SUVs up 25%, Tata Motors PV 28% of an uptake. Maruti, of course, continues to be at an all-time high. But for Hyundai, there's been a full year decline of about 2.3% in the domestic volumes, and they have been slipping. Tell me, how is it that you're reading into the health of the PV space in particular?
So if you're talking about the PV space, like we already know that like all the companies are coming with the very good numbers. Like if you're talking about Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, Tata Motor, both three companies are coming with the very good numbers in the month. Like we also expect same thing during the months. We expect that like all the PV segment which is driven by SUVs will definitely perform very well in this particular month. So all the numbers are come up with very as per our expectation, like what we expect that like Ashok Leyland, like Mahindra and Mahindra will grow by 15% over there in fourth quarter. But over there the numbers are coming with very good, like fantastic numbers. Like if you're talking about in fourth quarter, the numbers are coming in 21.1% overall. If you're talking about, so as per our expectation, numbers are come up with very good in this particular quarter, and all the numbers are in line with our estimates. So as per our expectation, like SUV will definitely perform very well in this particular month, and as well as during the quarter, and as well as in the during FY26, so all the numbers are come up with very good, like in between 15 to 20%, which is we also expect same things. We expect that like this momentum of like rural development as well as urban development will definitely drive the growth, and same thing happen in this particular month.
How do you look at CV sales in this entire thing? There's some slowdown which is coming in March. We saw CVs recovering in December, February. But do you think that these are a deferment of sales, or is it really a slowdown given the fact that you have geopolitical impact on manufacturing and other sectors?
So, if you're talking about commercial vehicles, even in our report also we explain that there is a replacement cycle is going on, because if we talk about previously, there is the two seasons we see that like we saw the replacement cycle which is of like 9 to 12, 2009 to 12, after that 14 to 19, and now 26 to 28 we expect this replacement cycle will boom the commercial vehicle segment. But in this particular month, like we expect Ashok Leyland will be perform very well. But what happened in the commercial vehicle segment is that like now people are more cautious about the logistic issues. So because of that, people afraid to buy commercial vehicles. And if you're talking about Ashok Leyland numbers, which we are covering over there, number are pretty good in terms of MHCV trucks as well as in terms of LCV, like 10 to 11 percentage. As per our expectation, the numbers are pretty good. But talking about bus segment, even an Eicher Motor also, even in Ashok Leyland also, the both the numbers are like in bus segment, the numbers getting declined. Because of that, it impacted the Ashok Leyland as well as Eicher Motor. But apart from Eicher Motor and Ashok Leyland, Tata Motor come up with very good numbers in terms of CV, like commercial vehicles. So we expect that because of supply chain disruption and logistic issues, commercial vehicles numbers may get impacted. But will definitely, if war situation may get prolonged, it will definitely impact it for next 2 to 3 months till the time this war situation will going on. But will definitely this replacement cycle will continue till 2028. So will definitely commercial vehicles will after come up with the good numbers once the situation will get sorted out.
Subhash, two things. One is you'll likely see a hit on production as a result of the lack or the shortage of gas. Who will be the worst hit in your opinion? And second piece, how quickly can companies start to recover if at all there is a resolution here? What's your sense?
So if you're talking about like recently government has hiked the price, okay, so it will definitely impact the demand of the overall auto industry. So what we expect is that like even the freight, like even if you're talking about insurance, like total overall export, which is 15 to 20% of the total sales, which may impacted in going forward if such situation is going ahead. And also, if you're talking about overall production disruption, like recently Tata Motor and Tata Motor and Mahindra say that like right now we are not facing till 31st March, we are not facing any kind of production disruption. But as soon as these gas related, CNG related issues will persist longer time, it will definitely impacted on auto ancillaries, then it will directly impacted on production of the this particular companies. So overall, we see that it will definitely impacted the production also of the companies, because like Maruti Suzuki already work on full capacity of 90 to 100%. So if recently they have increased their production capacity, and if they get hampered for this particular production disruption, it will definitely impacted on their volumes going ahead.
So for both M&M and Escorts, given that there has been export weakness in tractors in specific, Subhash, do you sense that this is just a West Asia issue, or could it be something deeper than that?
So talking about tractor industries right now, if you see that even most of the management had told in the conference call that tractor industries may get some kind of slip in upcoming month or upcoming quarters, because of the Rabi and all these Kharif peaks are not that much efficient in this particular season. So because of that, we may see some kind of disruption in tractors. But overall, if we start talking about in March also, the numbers are pretty good as compared to last year. So we expect, if this situation will continue, we'll definitely see some kind of upside in tractor industry also. But there might be a disruption in going ahead because of these fertility issues and all this stuff.
Okay, thank you so much, Subhash, for coming in and giving us that perspective. We'll let you go on that note. And, I'm going to try to switch focus here. In a volatile market, how should investors position themselves? Really, that's the big question we here at ET Now are asking. And what are the biggest fund managers and market veterans saying? Will the Nifty hit record highs soon? What will be the biggest talking point? Will geopolitics remain center stage, or do earnings start to take charge, given that we're just about to start with the earnings season rhetoric as well? We bring you the poll to understand where the street is headed and what it means for your portfolios. Stay tuned for those insights at 9 a.m. Okay, we'll slip into a very short break. See you on the other side. Stay with us.